It's the last day, Saturday. It's the last day for me out here for a few days. I got up at 5 something and I feel like I haven't slept a wink. It's been a long 2 or 3 days, however long I've been here. But it's early. What time is it now? 6:13. So we're going to go out to the property and check on everything one last time. I did put another case of pop in there last night in the freezer. So not pop, water, and it was warm, so that will have to cool down, probably raise the temperature of everything else in the freezer for a little bit. I'm going to go see how those 2 new panels are doing. I suspect they're doing okay. And just walk around once. I think I left the generator out and make sure everything's locked up and get the heck out of there. So I'll do a quick video when I get there and see how that goes. We'll be back. Alright, we're here. If I can get out of the car. Oh, stiff. Walk back and see how the sun's doing on those. Should have some pretty good sunlight on there. No wind, the little wind thing isn't even budging over there on the weather station. Go on down and check the voltages before I go in there. In the house. Okay, got probably can't see it in the camera. 12.9 on the top, 12.9 on the middle, and 13 on the bottom. Shows it is charging. Seven amps. Seems like it should be higher than that. Okay, we got 8 amps going in on this one, and using a 1/2 amp on the 110 and 0 on the 12. I'm going to disconnect one of these. See if there's any difference. Still charging at 3.7 amps. When I plug it back in, it jumps back to 7. So we have good. Both panels are working. This one here is charging at 1/2 amp. Well, it's not charging. And this one here shows 0.36. Okay. Still have 8.28, 0.5, and 0. Let's walk around, and I'm going to open this other door while I'm standing here because I forgot to get the generator in last night. Okay. It's looking good. Oh, can't go that way. I still got it blocked. I don't want to go that way. I don't want to take that down. Well, that will help get the batteries up to charge faster. The 275 watt panels, so they're getting 550 watts first thing in the morning over to the batteries. It'll help it charge faster. Which one of these keys is it? Got so many keys I don't know what's what, and I don't like having that many keys. This end of the house is cold, so we're looking at 35 degrees, 0.4. That will turn on at 39 we found. And this one shows 38. So everything's good there. There's the wall that I put up over the door to help keep it cool on this side. Foam over the window, foam over the window, foam over the window. This window I'll just leave open. Oops, forgot to lock it. Beautiful view. Beautiful view. I don't think I'll get the stuff off the game cam. Wanting to get back home. Have to go to Sue's. Our stove came. That's a good thing. This is trash. I need to take that out so I don't forget it again. Alright. Gonna get the generator in. Heavy generator. I gotta lock this from the outside. Okay. Wanting to get these gas cans out of here. A little bit leery of having them inside. I don't know what to do with them. I really don't know what to do with them. We need a bin, an outside bin just for these gas cans. I think for now, maybe I'll just take them to a cooler place. It should be a little bit cooler in here. This one here actually collapsed. It's up to 9.25 amps and 0.46 going to the 110 and 12 volts. I need to get into the instructions and remember how to set this one up. I don't remember how to set these up. I have to get in the instructions next trip. What the little light bulb is for is like street lights. You set that little, hook up a street light over here or a night light, and when the sun goes down, it'll automatically turn that night light on. I'll have to get in there and check them out, see what's what. 9.58 amps. That will work a lot better, I think. I'd like to be able to stay out here another day just to watch it, see what it does. We may not even need any more solar panels. Maybe just stay out here for a day and not do any work. Just turn on the air conditioner, sit in there, sleep all day. Kind of like a college kid. And just sleep all day. Sneak in here every once in a while and check my voltages. This is the ones that are on the roof. How many do I have on the roof? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 total. I must only have 2 on the roof. Yeah, I forgot. That one's charging a little over a half an amp now. What's this one doing? 0.39. Alright, I don't have to worry about nothing here. There's a piece of garbage. There's another piece of garbage. I'm going to bring my blower out here and clean all this up. That might be the best way. Blow it out. Alright. Looking good. I need to change out all these fuses with a lower amperage. 40 amps is too high. 9.96. Okay, I've been at it for 15 minutes. It's time to get out of here. Just jumped to 10. So everything's working. Shutting her down. Okay. I'm tired. I'm bushed. Coming down here, I think it's just the heat. Between the heat and my knee hurting like hell, kind of wears you out quick. Sitting out here in front of the house, gonna leave here in a minute. Yeah, that heat's something else. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough. And I don't do heat well. You're not even on the bike. I don't know if you can hear the static, but that's the noise coming from my from the inverter getting into the ham radio. You get a few feet away and it quits doing it. Yeah, that heat, it's going to turn me into a zombie for sure. Probably not. There's no such thing as zombies. Except in colleges and high schools, middle schools. You know, these people walking around with their cell phones. Have their cell phone in their hand like this. Seen a lot of little pictures on Facebook of 60 college students walking down the road, high school kids. And nobody talks face to face anymore. If you go to a restaurant, you see a husband and wife sitting there at the table, texting each other across the table. And none of them speak English anymore. It's all LOL. LM, whatever, LMFAO. Yeah, it's just speak English. Speak English or go back to whatever country it is you came from. Yeah, they're zombies. You know, it's the government that's doing that in a big way. They want to be able to control you. So they put stuff in your food, like aspartame. Aspartame is way bad for you, but the government says it's good for you. Every other country in the world, well, I think that there's a bunch of countries in the world that have banned aspartame. That's because it shuts down the section of the brain that affects self-motivation. So you have to be told when to go to the bathroom. You have to be told when to eat. You have to be told what to eat because you have no motivation. You sit in front of your computer all day playing video games or whatever, and there's no self-motivation. It's aspartame. It does some other stuff to you also, but it's mostly self-motivation that it shuts down. And the government, the United States government, wants you to take that because they want to control your life. They want to take away your guns, they want to take away your rights, and so on and so forth. And these college kids that are in high school and middle school, they're drinking all these energy drinks that are full of aspartame. They're drinking certain sports drinks that have aspartame in them. Don't drink anything that has artificial sweeteners in it. It will kill you. It will turn you into a zombie. Another one is, I can't think of the name of it, but it's in a lot of light products. If it says light on the label, don't eat it. The light causes what they call anal leakage, which means you're gonna leave a brown streak in your underwear and more. But it causes anal leakage, and I can't think of the name of the product and the name of the chemical or why it's in there, but it causes anal leakage. And so you get this anal leakage and you think, oh my God, something's wrong. You went to the doctor, and the first thing he wants to do is a $20,000 colon and buy, that thing they stick the tube up your butt. Well, who's making money doing that? The doctor and the insurance company. And, it's dumb. And it's all control. That's all it is. They want to control your life, and that's how they're going to do it. I wish I could think of the name of that chemical. It's in light products. Light potato chips. It's really easy to find light potato chips and look on there, and you'll find that chemical in any light potato chip. But it's all control. They want to control you, and that's how they're doing it, through these chemicals that they put in their food. Now, it used to be LSD. The CIA during the Vietnam War experimented with LSD on the troops, and I don't remember what all effect that it had, if they got the desired effect. But they tried putting it in water of towns, and so the towns got all weird. But the only thing I remember about LSD really is it caused a lot of paranoia. You get scared of every little thing. But stay away from the aspartame and some other stuff. It'll definitely turn you into a zombie. And then, there's no such thing as zombies. Zombies just can't happen. You got two ways that it could happen, but if you're dead, you're dead. You could have a drug-induced zombie effect, and there are drugs. If you search on YouTube, you might be able to find it. There's drugs that actually cause a zombie-like state where you don't know what you're doing, and you're walking around going, and you'll kill yourself, you'll kill other people, and you won't even know you did it. And they can get pretty violent. The other one is a disease. You could get a disease, and this is something that the government probably is working on right now. You get a disease that shuts down all your brain reasoning and cognitive functions, and you end up being just basically a walking vegetable. The human body has to eat, so you're going to eat anything that you see, and that could very well mean humans. But that kind of zombie and the drug-induced zombie, the disease zombie and the drug-induced, those two are possible. But if you're dead, you're dead. The brain quits working, no oxygen going to the brain, the lungs aren't working, the heart's not working, there's nothing pumping. The brain is dead. Now you watch the show. I really like Walking Dead, and it's mainly just because of the drama, the stuff that's going on. It's fun to watch. But you could take the zombies out of the picture and say there was a nuclear holocaust where all the government got, all the big cities and all the government got nuked. And that leaves these little bands of people. You have the same effect, just without the zombies. People would be trying to kill each other. They would be trying to steal what you've got because they need to eat too. I'm going to roll the window down. If I can remember how. It's hot in here. There, get a little breeze going. Oh, hush. But anyhow, Walking Dead is a cool show.
Will now start.
It's a really cool show. And you have all these little zombies walking around. But like I say, it could be nuclear holocaust, it could be a epidemic, which just kills people off, or a zombie epidemic, where living people turn into zombies because their heart's still working, their lungs are still working, but as soon as you destroy one or the other of those, a person ain't going to function anymore. They're dead. You gotta have something going to the brain. But if you watch Walking Dead, you see these half bodies emptied out, dragging their intestines on the ground, crawling along the ground, going, that ain't gonna happen. Man, no way. If you have, they show people that have been, there was one, a big fat guy that was rotting in the water for who knows how long, down in a well. And they had to pull him up out of the well. And when they got him up almost out of the well, he broke in half and everything fell out, back down into the well, ruined the well. And his upper torso, he saw everything come out, but his upper torso, his arms are still flopping and his head's going, bleh, 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 bleh. Yeah, it can happen. You gotta have that oxygen getting to the brain. You gotta have blood going to the brain. If you don't have that, the brain is dead. Another thing in Walking Dead, there's been 2 horses that I've seen die. Okay, one of those horses was in a huge crowd of people. Now, these people had only been dead for a couple of weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, but still, they're rotting. They're rotting. They're falling apart. And the horse got ate by the people. It probably wouldn't happen. That horse kick a couple times, just run through the people. You're going to bust in all the shit. Another one was some people, live people, were trying to catch a horse. They couldn't catch the horse. I mean, it had a halter and reins and everything on it. I got something in my eye. And they couldn't catch the horse. So they're running around all over the place trying to catch the horse. 5 minutes later, 4 or 5 zombies drag the horse down and eat it. It ain't gonna happen. That horse would have ate them. That horse run into them and they're dead. They're going to fall apart. They're rotten. They've been rotten for months and months, and they're just falling apart. and the horse gets ate by these zombies? No, not gonna happen. That's just ridiculous. That particular episode, when they do something like that, is totally ridiculous. And then dogs. We've seen a handful of dogs in Walking Dead. And one of the ladies was trapped up on, she was being chased by the dogs. And she got up on top of a bus. And the dogs are all surrounding the bus, trying to eat her. And, there's nothing wrong with the dogs. They're just normal dogs. They were somebody's pet. But anyhow, she's up on top of the bus, trying to keep from getting killed by the dogs. Here comes a handful of zombies. And they walk over, take the dogs down, and eat them. No! It's not going to happen. The dogs would have ate them. The dogs know how to run from danger. And those zombies going, walking about a half a mile an hour, dragging their guts behind them. They're not going to catch those dogs. It's not going to happen. I can't think of the one girl's name, the black lady that has the samurai sword. She's cool. Well, she's got the right idea. You chop off the arms of the zombie and they can't grab you. And you take off the lower jaw and they can't eat you. And so now you have a zombie that's just kind of that kind of thing. And she uses them for camouflage. And she can walk around among other zombies, no problem found. But anyhow, these people are falling apart. You don't need weapons to kill them. There's nothing working inside. They're rotten to the core. The muscles, they're like pulling a leg off a chicken, a dead chicken. You cook a chicken in the barbecue for a couple hours and put some barbecue sauce on it. Get it all done. You just rip the leg off. Turkey, rip the leg off. It's just going to fall off because it's cooked, it's rotten, it's done, it's dead. But in this show, the zombies are stronger than the living people. No, they're falling apart. And where's the worms? Come on. A fly can smell rotting flesh for 20 miles and fly to that person or dead cow or whatever and lay eggs and you have worms. Well, not in Walking Dead. Have you seen any of these dead people walking around with worms? No. It's just stupid. And all of your zombie movies are like that. They're not all. Legend or whatever it was, with I think it was Will Smith. That one was pretty good. They had zombies, but they were disease-induced zombies. Now, even disease-induced zombies, they're not getting any water, they're not getting any food, they're going to stop functioning and just die. But what was the other one? There was another one years ago, Omega Man, where they had the nuclear war, a bunch of people died. He was one of the few normal people. There was a disease went around, changed these people into night creatures. But they were still intelligent. They still had their reasoning to a limit. They were still out killing people and stuff, and they basically blamed every normal person for their plight. And it's true. But anyhow, they were a form of zombie, but they were disease-induced zombies. And one more thing about Walking Dead. There's an early episode where they found it's a research center. And the doctor in the research center was studying zombies, trying to find a cure. Well, in that episode, they had one person in there, and the doctor sat there and said it takes 1 to 24 hours for a dead person to the spark to light up in the brain that had no oxygen and all this other stuff. it took a long time, an hour to 24 hours, sometimes more, for the brain to reignite and the person to turn into a zombie. Well, now all of a sudden, as soon as the person dies, he's a zombie. Dumb. And the only way they can kill these things is to poke the brain and kill the brain. The brain's already dead. Well, how does that happen? Come on. I don't know. But the drama of the show is what makes the show. It is what would happen if there was an apocalypse or some kind. There would be people out trying to kill you. There would be people out trying to steal your stuff. If you leave your house for 5 minutes, you're going to come back and find somebody else living in it. You'd best just shoot everybody, make it happy. But that's the way the world's going to be, you know, and we're not going to have, most likely not going to have dead people turning into zombies. That's just not going to happen. But I have fun talking about this stuff. You know, zombies aren't going to happen, but you know, we had the documentaries about the giant ants and the giant locusts and giant grasshoppers and stuff. They were all radiation caused. So if, like North Korea, for instance, is continuing to test their nuclear weapons, and you know, you got Chernobyl, you've got Fukushima, I think it is, the power plant there that leaked out into the ocean. You know, there's going to be things growing in there, and they're going to be really big, and that's what we have to watch out for. You know, you remember the documentaries from the 60s about the giant ants, how the giant ants grew, and the army was out there killing them off, and women were screaming, and you know, they were good documentaries. You don't have that stuff anymore because it's plausible deniability. They want you to think this is all science fiction when it's not. It's science fact. So if we have a nuclear war, you can expect giant ants, you can expect giant locusts, you can expect the colossal man, all of this stuff, because it will happen. Everything's going to mutate. Trees will come to life and crawl around and eat people. But that stuff's going to happen. So, anyhow, I'm done for the moment. It's going to be a week or so before I come back out. I think we're planning. I'd like to bring the bike down, but it's been mighty hot. And on the way back to the hotel, if I stay at the hotel, I like to have air conditioning in the car, cool off a little bit. Things are... I hope I was recording all that. But I'm going to go. You guys have fun. Be back out here for sure next weekend. I think Sue's coming. She's going to come out here and harass me. So y'all have fun out there. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I always shut this thing off.